Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be starting a new game on the channel. This is Drova, Forsaken Kin. This came out a couple of weeks ago. This is an RPG. It was recommended to me by a commenter, so thanks very much for that. I hadn't heard of it, but I went to check out the Steam store page. It looked interesting. I mean, it's sitting at currently overwhelmingly positive reviews. But what really struck me in the reviews was the elevator pitch that caught my eye, which was it's basically the Gothic games, but in 2D. Because I really enjoyed the Gothic games, and even up to Risen and Elex as well, all by Piranha Bytes. They're games where we really have a focus on sort of freeform exploration, pursuing your own path, you know, going and solving quests for different factions and stuff, but really not holding your hand. You know, it's very easy to wander into areas that are too high a level for you. The game does regularly autosave, so I'm not anticipating ever really losing any progress. But yeah, definitely one that spoke to me, so I'm looking forward to playing it. Let's dive into new game. I did play the opening half hour or so I just wanted to, because I knew it was potentially a bit more of a hardcore challenge than some of the games I play. I just wanted to be a little bit grounded in the systems before I dove in. But yeah, it seems okay. It certainly eases you in anyway from the tutorial, from what I saw. So you have choice of 2 physiques. You could be male or female. Range of skin tones. I'm going to go with my sort of customary pasty white. 2 voices, male and female. It's not voiced. The intro is that we will see. But after that, it's you get these kind of barks and grunts and stuff. There is quite a lot of those, so I did turn the volume down on those. I didn't remove them completely, but I did turn the volume down a bit on them, just so they weren't too off-putting. I guess we'll see how that goes. There's quite a lot of hairstyles. There's up to 31 varying things. I might go for I don't know that. No, actually, that wasn't the one I wanted, was it? Maybe. Oh, no, it's a bit mid-90s, that actually, isn't it? So, what else have we got? Yeah, we'll just go for something like that. Hair colours, there are 16 different colours. I'll do blue hair, be like sort of channel colours. Yeah, why not? Now the decorations are all kind of like tattoos and stuff. They seem to largely be facial, because there's 3 of them, which means you can have up to 3 at a time. I didn't really like that though. This kind of pixel resolution, I kind of wanted a bit of a cleaner look, I think. But there are quite a few beards as well, 25 up to these mutton chops. Let's try and get the beard colour matching so that we get an idea. That's quite good actually. I don't mind that with sort of the twin little braids there. That's quite good. I'll leave it like that. We'll be Boring Dad there. We'll play the intro. So keepsake. So these are little bonuses that you can get. You can either have nothing if you don't want that. You can get like a little pack of healing stuff, a bit more health, a bit more cash, strength. There is quite a lot of fighting in the game that I saw. I did take this in my little experiment playthrough. I didn't actually play to the point where I needed it. I hadn't found any locks to pick yet. That could be good. But I think I'm going to go with the strength ring, just to make fighting a little bit easier. 2 modes is Classic and Iron Man, which is... Oh, there's... Okay, Classic Explorer. You cause more damage and can take more damage. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to go Classic. And then when we start, it's going to tell us that we could also play Iron Man if we wanted. I'm not going to do that. I want to be able to... Yeah, sort of save where I want, sort of stuff. So let's start.
Life is rough. With our blood and sweat, we wrest every single grain from the soil. Each winter, many of us die. But when our warriors returned from the foray, they brought with them a new hope. Treasure and food aside, they also found something special. It glowed red and caught the attention of everyone who beheld it. It was a crystal, adorned with ancient runes and imbued with magical power. Our druids could sense it. They took it and allowed no one to even glance at the crystal. We were able to catch only a few words from within the sacred grove. Drova, Elysium, Nemeton, Drova, the other world, a world of peace, where nobody went hungry, where everyone in the town of Nemeton would live in harmony with the divinities. Does this crystal really have anything to do with Nemeton? You see how 2 torches are moving away from the village, accompanied by a red sheen. The druids, Meron and Venya, dare enter the forest at this hour, all by themselves. What are they doing? You decide to follow them.
And this is where we enter the fray. So to begin with, we're this basic scrub. They must have come along here somewhere. So really all we're doing is sort of learning the controls and stuff. There isn't really any exploration to do in this initial bit. We just got to sort of run to catch up with the druids. There they go. We've got to hurry. So let's go do that. Running is kind of the default. I can press shift to walk though, but I don't see why I would do that. I want to get somewhere quickly. The worlds are touching. We're close. You were right, it's working. We'll have to tell the others. They'll be amazed. We won't know whether it really works until we establish a connection to Drova. Isn't that dangerous? Yeah, we've got to attempt it. How else can we be sure? That's the kind of voice barks that you get. I found them in my little playthrough, and I did really like it. But I did find the little sort of, ooh, quite off-putting, which is why I've dropped the volume down on them. Wait, I'm coming! Let's go. Yeah, so in this game, what you do, to investigate stuff, you kind of hold down right mouse button and you can kind of look through the mist or tall grass to find stuff that's a bit hidden. In this case, we're looking for their footsteps. It does slow us down, but we can kind of... I think we're going here. Yeah, we just want to kind of not go off the beaten track, really. Come down here, don't they? Very eerie, very atmospheric. So it's a bit more linear now. Their footprints go off there, but what happens if we come down here? I didn't actually explore this way because the footprints went the other way. I mean, I bet there isn't really anything to find. In fact, I'm turning back. The game grayed out. It just, yeah, it doesn't want you going there because the footprints are up here. There we go. No, Master! You should have turned around and never come here. You drove them out, Master Meron. Please, you can't die on me now. Oh no, what happened here? What? Who? Boring Dad? You shouldn't have followed us. Now you are doomed too. Just as we are. The spirits will kill us. What are these creatures? Spirits? They attacked us when we entered the misty trails. Master Meron drove them away, pushed them back into the fog, give us life force in the process. I feel the spirits. They're lurking in the fog. They will return. We have to go back, otherwise we'll die here too. Back? We can't. We're on misty trails. Only a divinity can get us out of here. We've got no choice. We can't go back. All we can do is press on to Drova. I don't know whether we can make it there, but it's the only way. Did you hear that? The spirits are gathering. Quick, come on! Forgive me, Master Meron. I shall bring the crystal to Drova. We must pursue our great goal. His weapon, he doesn't need it anymore. Here, take the weapon in case the spirits come back. All I want is to get out of here alive. I can't promise anything. The spirits are weakened, but there are many of them. Master Meron cast a spell, but his power is waning, and then they will attack. We have to find the divinity. Only it can get us out of here. Somewhere around here there must be a way leading to the other world. We have to find it. Follow me. Okay, so we go after her. This is just saying that, yeah, so to attack you don't just sort of click. You have to press C and it brings your weapon out. And then you can sort of attack directionally by moving your mouse around your character. There is a dodge. It wasn't really necessary in this part of the game, I found. Those are the spirits. Master Mairon's spell is weakening and more will come. We have to hurry. There must be a crossroads between the other worlds. This must be the crossroads between the other worlds. An ancient place created by our forefathers. This is where the other worlds connect. We could get to Drova from here? Ah, think, Venia, think. What else did Master Mairon say? Only a divinity can roam between the worlds. It takes everything within the runes that lie between the crossroads to the other worlds. That must mean we've got to travel with the divinity, and thus somehow bring it here. The crystal! We can harness its power to lure the divinity. Quickly! We've got to uncover the runes so that the divinity will take us along. I'll take care of the two below. You take the two above. On it. Quick! I feel the divinity's presence. Okay, so we've got to go up to these things. We've got to kind of tidy them up. These things do come and harass us a little bit. Right, but that's done anyway. We must hurry. I can sense the presence of the divinity. Keep behind me. We'll get started. The red crystal will summon the divinity. I hope. You hope? Well, that's what Master Mairon said, but we've never actually done it before. Here we go. Get ready. Ready for what? I'm sensing the divinity. We must get started. Where am I? Ooh. I've got to... Ooh. There's Venia. Okay, so we find ourselves in this little area. Things have opened up a little bit more. There's nothing really down there, though. I have played sort of the next half hour or so of game, so I'm not going to spend too long just going around trying to explore, because I kind of know where stuff is. Budding Dad, you're alive. What happened to you? The divinity, it came with us through the fog. None of the writings mention this dark fog. The fog, this dark fog, it's tearing me apart. What can I do? The crystal, it must reach Nematon. Master Mairon always talked about it. Find the druids and bring the crystal to them. I shall tell Mairon. We made it to Drova, to the land of legends. And then she dies. Okay, so various things are gonna pop up, but basically, if you press J, you get a journal, and from here you can go to inventory. There's a crafting menu. We have to be like a workbench or a cook fire or something. Talents we'll get into, but basically the level up system is that you earn some learning points, and what you have to do is, I mean, anyone who's played any of the Gothic or Risen or Elex games will know this, but you use your talent points. You have to find a trainer somewhere, and you can kind of spend those learning points. I don't know if it's the same here, but certainly in Gothic, as well as some gold to do so, to learn a talent or upgrade a skill in something. But anyway, we can sort of examine Venia here. She appears completely emaciated. The fog must have done that to her. So yeah, so I'm just going to work through stuff that I'm quite familiar with now. So we've got a weapon, so we can come and equip that. Now you get 2 weapon sets in the game. So if I get out my sword, if I press R, at the moment I don't have an alternate weapon set, but I can still do like a melee punch or something. and then R to get my little stick back. Ooh, what was that? A lot of weapons, when you've got your weapon out, it's left click to strike, but then a lot of weapons have like a right click alt fire mode. I could see with the stick there, it sort of did like a little lunge thing, didn't it? Now I haven't found any way yet to open this door. I assume there's a key you find at some point, but I don't know where that might happen. So I'm gonna... Ooh. I obviously did that in the wrong direction, but it killed the rat anyway. Get a shred of leather. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how extensive or involved the crafting is. I'm going to assume it's fairly involved. Now, I do know from experiments that going into this like green mist will severely damage your character, so you want to stay away from that. But let's just have a little explore around this ruined village. So there's, it's quite nice. There's like a little sparkle on stuff in the environment that you can pick up, just to limit missing anything. What we got here? So this is the Raven is on our side. Dorian leads us. Come to Nemeton. At the moment, apart from Nemeton, nothing else really means much to us. So there's healing in this game. So this healing plant is on my quick bar now. I can either click on the icon, I can press F, and it'll heal. What it does is it's like a little heal over time. I don't know if you can eventually craft potions that are a bit more instantaneous, but certainly I got into at least one challenging fight where I had to back off and sort of just try and heal over a period of time. That's a torch. I haven't found any sort of areas dark enough yet that would make a torch necessary, but presumably there is some at some point. Now you can break these sort of weaker looking crates, but the stronger ones I haven't found a way to break yet. You also can't really open or interact with them, so we'll leave that for now. This says the red markings on the rock could be a warning, and if you go over here, it's just, there's like a little area to stand in, but it's kind of completely enclosed by this deadly green mist, so I didn't really find anything to see over there at this point. With all these holes, this furnace will hardly be able to generate enough heat to melt metal. So this is obviously an old forge. We've got a bit of ore that we can grab. A few coins. Did I loot that rat? I can't remember. I guess I did. And what have we got here? A branch. So that's the same. Actually, in my previous game, there's always something to pick up there. In my previous game, it was actually an arrow. I mean, I didn't have a bow, so I had no way of firing it, but it's interesting. There we go, a little jumping attack. Nothing really to examine, but we have got a shield, so we can go sword and board, effectively. And the shield's quite good at blocking damage, at least at low levels of damage. I think some enemies just do a lot more damage and it kind of does go through the shield. Plus, if you block an attack... Ooh, there's something up here. Ooh, I didn't find that earlier. That's nice. Found some food. So we have... food restores your health over time. However, regeneration is paused if your health bar is full. So if we look here, we actually have an empty stomach. So maybe if I eat that, I've now got sort of like a stored 40 heal. And I think if I was to take damage, that would probably start... healing me, so that's kind of cool. Let's see how that works in practice. Smash a couple of things. Okay, well I think we're pretty much set now. I'll grab these berries, but then we're pretty much set to move on. We can see there is a cave down here. There is a way to get to it. In fact, as far as I know, anywhere that you kind of see you can get to. I mean, within reason. I mean, some of these paths have like high cliffs. Obviously, we can't get there at this stage, at least. Okay, we've got a slightly bigger enemy here, so maybe we'll see the blocking in action. I'm going to start... Oh, I tried to start with the big attack. It didn't do anything. Oh no, maybe because I got the shield up. Okay, it doesn't do my big lunge now. I'll block that with the shield, get a couple of whacks in, and didn't take any damage, so that's good. Bit of leather. Let's go up here first. So you can see there's stuff up there. I can't climb up here, but there is a path around the side here. I don't think that's anything. Looks a bit like a grave or something, but doesn't have anything to examine there. Now this is interesting because this is an area that it's obviously got something to find, but I never did find a way of getting to it in my little experimental play. I've got a jingling pouch. That jingling pouch, does that get automatically put into my money? Okay, if I click on it, it gives me 14 coins. Oh, there we go. That's cool. So I don't think there's weight restrictions on the inventory, but I think it might be restricted in terms of number of slots. I didn't find a merchant or anything in my little place, so hopefully I don't have to just ditch stuff. We can actually sell stuff we don't need anymore. That'd be good. Oh, another one of these guys. Yeah, he got one in while I was before. Oh, I did a little charge attack there. I didn't even know I could do that. Oh, nice. That was new for me. Yeah, so we've got the directional combat down. It's pretty cool, but it's fine. Oh, look at that. Hang on, can I look at that? Wow, how do I get up there? Didn't even see that before. Can I get up there? Can I go around here? Okay, if I press up, I can kind of get a bit of a look. Looks like it's on sort of like a little plateau thing. Hopefully we can find a way up there at some point. I never even noticed that before. See, I obviously took a little bit of damage because that's gone from 40 to 38 there on the sort of the food satiety. I'm going to do a big whack. There we go. Put some wounding on him, I think. I think he's got some passive bleed there. He might just bleed out. Oh, I ran it. Oh no, he stunned me. But he's dead. There we go. So the food, yeah, healed me another HP point. That's pretty cool. Cool little system for healing. Yeah. Is this... That's a butterfly, isn't it? Oh, we don't need that. But this is a two-handed weapon, and these are pretty cool. So the two-handed weapons, they do attack slower, as you would probably expect. So this is rated as a fast weapon. That's how fast you strike. If I switch to this, it's got a bit of a bigger wind-up time. But you can combo the strikes, as we'll sort of get a little tutorial about in a bit. But you sort of go... If you kind of... Yeah, so if you kind of click when he's already swinging the weapon, you're getting two whacks. So we're going to try that and see how that works. I can also charge a big attack. And I think he's got like a little pushback as his alternate fire. So I'm going to try using the two-hander for a little bit. Oh, hang on. Didn't mean to do that. Let's put the weapon away. Now, magic missile. So this is a spell scrolls are consumable. So you can kind of go into this abilities menu and position it on a keypad. I think if I was to press Q, this would fire it. There is a... I'm going to try not to do it. I fired it off completely at the wrong time in my last playthrough because I was button mashing. But there is there's probably going to be, assuming I get to it in this episode, a bit of a tough fight. So I'm going to save it for that, and because I nearly died. But we'll get to that in the fullness of time. But suffice to say, there is more challenging combat than those rats ahead of us. Little area down there with something to pick up. We can get there. We have to go around the houses a little bit. Got a guy here. Asmus. What? Only you? What do you mean only me? You're the only one who's managed to escape the gorge. Nobody's come here for a long time, and I'd hoped there'd be more people. Did others come to Drova with you? I was travelling with druids, but they didn't survive the trip. Druids, eh? Their knowledge could have been useful for us. Looks like I've got to go all this way for some lonely scoundrel. Do you know anything useful at all? I can fight. Great. But we've all got to do that around here anyway. What have you fought so far? I defeated some rats not long ago. Small fry. You hardly call that a fight. Well, I haven't seen anything bigger yet. Oh, you haven't been here long. You'll happen sooner than you'd like. Newcomers won't have it easy in Drova. You've got to be careful where you walk around here, and who you decide to tangle with. I've got to go and see the druids in Nematon. Oh, what do you want from the druids, anyway? Well, the druid gave me this crystal. Crystal, eh? Show me. So it's probably not a good idea to go flashing this around generally, but I did it before and I know it's fine, so... nice. I don't understand anything about it, but if it's important, you shouldn't go around waving it in front of strangers. Fortunately, it's just me. Others might not be so friendly. The druids are in Nemeton, but getting there is no easy feat. The earthquake caused the bridge to collapse. You'll have to take the detour through the forest. You're not going to survive very long. I'll be alright. Here, wait a minute. Here, take this. Cool, he's given us a map. So we can see where we are. That's this little arrow here. This is like that's that crystal thing on the plateau. We might be able to get up there at some point and maybe get in around the back. That's the little abandoned village, and this is a little path. That's the road anyway. And I think this is Nemeton. There was a bridge here that we'll see the wreckage of quite shortly. But yeah. Isn't the best map, but it'll help you get your bearings between here and Nemeton. Now it might be best to go to the woodcutters. They live nearby. All you need to do is follow this path. Well, who are the woodcutters? They've set up a small camp southwest of here. They're living under Nemeton's protection, and they sell their wood to us. But now that the bridge has been destroyed, their direct route to Nemeton is blocked. When I heard about the earthquake, I immediately thought to myself that some poor bastards had ended up here again. We need capable people in Nemeton, I thought. Maybe there'd be a few among the new arrivals. Well, we'll see. Oh, well, thanks for your help. Yeah, you can thank me once you made it to Nemeton. It's quite the hike. Yeah, rest up at the woodcutter camp. Get yourself a decent weapon. You'll need one in Drova. Report to Sengiz. Guy's got black hair and he always looks angry. Tell him that Asmus sent you. I gotta go. Maybe our paths will cross again soon. Chapter 1, The Arrival. Cool. We're kind of all set up to delve a bit deeper into the game now. Got a weapon, got a shield, got some healing. Is that anything? Yeah. I'll be able to do some cooking at some point, so it's worth just grabbing all like this stuff that looks like ingredients as you go. I mean, these stand out, so it looks like you should be able to loot these, but you can't really. There's some rats up there. Actually, oh yeah, I've got my two-hander out, so let's just try and lure one of these. There we go. Double whack of that, saw to it. There's another one up here. So you probably have seen that yellow bar under the health bar. That's called a stance. And when you deplete that, enemies get stunned. And you get a chance to sort of wail on them for a little while. So that's what happened there. But I think I killed him pretty quickly, so... we can see the food is going down as my healing's going up. It is very slow, is the thing. Now these little stones, we're going to get a sling at some point, so it's worth collecting the little stones that we find as ammunition. Just got a couple there. What's down here? So in terms of the water, we can kind of walk on this sort of light blue, I don't know what to call it really, just shallow water anyway, but you can't go into the deeper water there. At least not yet. I don't know if that changes. Yeah, just kind of exploring really. There's a boat thing here. Got some logs. Yeah, and these look like they should be harvestable, but they're not currently. Oh, stone. Have I been over there? Yeah. Oh, and these guys are fairly nasty actually. I might get my shield. Get the shield. The shield didn't seem to do anything when I did this before. Might be better just to try and one-shot them. They those gnats they put on like a poison effect. It's quite nasty. It's like a little fishing spot, but I haven't as yet come across a fishing rod. Yeah, I looted that, didn't I? That's where I was. Oh, big rat. There we go. It did a fair bit of damage to me. I probably should have dodged its attack, but we've got the food. It's passively healing in the background, so that's okay. Yeah, I think if you've got a shield, your stamina goes on block. If you have a two-hander, you need to use your stamina on dodging a bit more. I haven't quite got into the timing of the dodging stuff, so... got a little kitty cat up there. Some berries. Here's the bridge. Yeah, so we look here. So that was like a little shortcut for them to get into Drova, but now that's down. They've got to kind of take this long round the houses route. I like that before you've been introduced to a character, they've got this sort of little question marks above their head, but as soon as they like tell you their name, that's what you get instead. Sighs and wipes sweat from her brow. Tell me, did you just crawl out of the gorge? A divinity brought me to the world. Oh, nobody's been brought here for a long time. Well, now you're here in any event. I'm called Merlin, and if you're looking for work, you're talking to the wrong person. Go to Sengiz. He takes care of the woodcutters. He's not hard to find. I've got enough to do around here. You can't miss him. Just go along the path. We can talk about something else. Do you have to repair the bridge all by yourself? At the moment, yeah. I can't do this by myself. Those two knuckleheads better get their asses over here soon. What happened to the bridge? An earthquake struck here a few days ago. I kept saying the bridge wouldn't hold out for much longer. Now we'll no longer be able to deliver our wood to Nemeton, and the Nemeton won't be sending any warriors here. It's all going to the dogs around here. Everyone's noticing. Few have bailed to join the remnants. Either we repair the bridge quickly or we're done for. I've got to go. Good luck though. What's this? Oh yeah, so we've got a little campfire. So you can do it so it displays only craftable recipes. This would only be under food anyway, so I don't have quite enough of that to make anything. I haven't got any fish or anything like that. Yeah, that's like a little lit campfire now. I mean, I can sit on the stool. I can sit. Well, it's not a stool really, is it? It's just a little tree trunk. You can sit on that. The crafting seems to happen instantly though, so there is, apart from a bit of roleplay, there doesn't seem to be a massive reason just to sit down in a chair like that. Oh, let's look at the map. Yeah, actually there was an area I missed, which I'm going to go back to because you get quite a useful item. That cave we saw early on, you can get to it, but it's all the way back up here. It's not too far if you're running directly, but we want to go over here and up from here, I think. That's the path where we met that guy, and it's round up here, I think. Yeah, this way. I managed to miss that before. There aren't any enemies in here, but there is ore to mine, and there is a pickaxe with which to mine ore. And I didn't find another way of getting hold of something like that, so it's definitely worth coming back here to get it. So now we get a little mining minigame. We've got a this doesn't go up and down; it only goes the once, and you kind of got to hit it when it's in this green area. And you know, as long as you get it 3 times, you get the full amount of ore. Oh, it can be quite soon though, as we saw there. Testing my middle-age reactions. So this is probably an area where you could use a torch, but honestly I found that it wasn't that dark, so I'll hang on to them for now in case there are genuinely very dark areas you have to go to. Oh. There we go. Basil root, whatever that, basalt root, whatever that was. There we go. So it was worth it for the pickaxe and a little bit of ore, but we're going to get back on track now. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Go across here. Yep, stick on some trees. Right, so we're getting close to the woodcutters now. We're going to go and have a chat with them. Have anything on the way? I didn't see anything about mushrooms in those cooking recipes we briefly saw. I don't know if recipes are something you learn as you go, if you have to level up in a skill to learn more, or whether you can buy them. I have no idea. It'd be good to find out. If my bearings are correct, there should be that cat up here. And the good news is, you can pet the animals. Aww. The cat sits before you and sizes you up. Pet it. The cat presses her head into your palm and purrs contentedly. A little love heart comes up. That's cool. I'm going to leave. You can keep petting them, though. I did it 4 or 5 times as an experiment, but it never really changes the interaction. And we've got a baton, which is slightly more damage than the branch I was using, so we'll upgrade that. I hope that cat wasn't hissing at me. I didn't do anything to be worthy of a hiss. Got a little something up here. Yeah, so there's a little hidden treasure area. It's not much, it's a few apples, but we'll take them. It's time to go meet the woodcutter leader. And yet I wonder, why in the divinity's name is the earth trembling again, eh? It's 'cause of you. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, you're the poor chimp who was grabbed by the divinities and got dragged to Drova. My name is Singers. The woodcutters live here. Well, at least those who ain't left yet. Dumb cowards. Asmus said I'm supposed to report to you. Asmus? And he split immediately? Oh, the son of a... Aye, well at least he sent you. We need all the help we can get around here. Dinna kid yourself. Drova isn't what you might have been told. Well, you'll see soon enough. We woodcutters work for Nematon. We've always had to struggle to overcome adversity. Now that the bridge has been destroyed, we're cut off from our allies. A lot of people have bailed on us. That's why anyone who can put the work in the work is more than welcome here. Where are your people running off to? To the Remnants camp. Sure, it's in a more protected location, but if you join them, you're abandoning all hope that we can actually turn Drova into the land of legends. Can you tell me more about the camp? Yeah, well, Nematon is in disarray. It is led by the heiress of the moor. She wants to turn Drova into the land of legends. Her brother Jero isn't convinced that can actually be done. He wants to bust out somehow. He took a few people with him and founded the Remnants camp. Those traitors. Ever since there have been clashes between the camps. Both sides are fighting over people. We woodcutters are a little out in the boondocks, but we're loyal to Nematon, and they know what they've found in us. And all this because of a destroyed bridge. Yeah, the bridge is the direct route to Nematon. It's the only way for us to supply wood, and for Nematon to assist us quickly if necessary. But now the bridge is unusable. Awful timing. Now we've got to hang on until the bridge is repaired, and let's hope we didn't get nabbed by anything with fangs or claws. Blan and Karima can't protect us from everything. Can I help in any way? We must get the bridge repaired as soon as possible. We could use all the hands we can get. You've even got 2 of them. I've never prepared a bridge before. Yeah, nothing to it. The others will show you what to do. You're probably exhausted from the trip to Drova. But if you still want to help us, go see Ginger and Agilo. They'll tell you where you're needed. They're both reliable. They take a lot of my plate, and it's a good thing too, because I got enough to keep me busy. Yeah, what am I going to get for my help? You'll be part of the community, that's what you'll get. Join in or get lost. I know that in Drova you'll have to look out for number 1. If you've done your part, you'll also get something in return. I still got some old work clothes around somewhere. You help us, I'll give them to you. They should fit you and they're better than nothing. The rags you're wearing won't be any good. Do you really need Nematon on your side? Yeah, Nematon needs our wood and we need their fighters. Without fighters, the work is scoot. It's too dangerous here. The monsters in this area are growing more and more brazen. Pakaripas is advancing from the south, heading our way. Their howling is getting louder and louder every night. Without Nematon's weapons, things could get hairy. Well, I'll see what I can do. Good. If you want to carry the strength, the blue tent next to mine is free. Unfortunately, we haven't got much grub, so you'll have to fend for yourself. Our huntress Lorea was supposed to be back some time ago. I hope nothing's happened to her. Can't go searching for her right now. Alright, where can I find Gendrick? Usually near the logging site, west of here where all the logs are lying around. If he's not there, he's probably cutting down trees. In this case, you'll find him hanging around north of the logging site. And a Gilo? Yeah, he takes care of the cooking. Someone's got to do it. Usually he just tosses stuff together and stirs it up, but I really don't want to know what he's actually throwing in. In fact, he really can't cook. Yeah, let's just hope he's not pissing in the pot. Where was Lorea? She's hunting water rats nearby. She can't be far. Usually, she's never gone that long. I'll see you later. Let me know once the others are working on the bridge. Alright, so first things first, we're going to pet the doggy. A dog sizes you up with a skeptical look. Pet. As you pet his head, the dog moves forward. Suddenly you find yourself petting his back. Oh, do you like it better on the back? You scratch his back and he makes a few sounds of enjoyment. Suddenly you feel something rummaging in your pocket. He took one of my stringy meats. Bark, bark. You catch a glimpse of the dog with a piece of meat in his mouth as he turns away from you. Tricksy little dog. Oh well. Nothing there, nothing there. So I did find Larea. She's up to the north. And that's where I got into quite a tricky fight. So I think it might be worth exploring this camp a bit more, which I haven't done before. But I would imagine that's Agilo. He's hanging around near the cook pot.
What is it now? I already told you it won't be ready for... Oh, who in 1,000 howling rippers are you?
My name is Boring Dad.
You made that up, didn't you? Well, everybody needs to be called something, I suppose. New around here, eh? You're looking around like a dolt. I'm Agilo, woodcutter by trade. Well, I used to be. Now I'm a cook. Someone's got to make sure we don't all starve to death. Actually, Gero was supposed to be doing the cooking, little weasel. Won the tiny little quake and he's vanished into thin air. Now who's got to wield the chopping knife instead of an axe? Me! I could chop so much wood. So much wood.
And what's cooking?
Curses, the stuff is burning again. Stop distracting me. If it doesn't taste right, I'll get a big earful if everybody's whining.
Singer says you're supposed to help with the bridge.
Ugh, what am I supposed to do now? Haul all the wood to Nematon myself? And snag myself a divinity while I'm at it? You can forget about it. People here need their grub.
Do you need any help?
Well, the last of Larea's meat is sizzling in the pot already. You can speed up the cooking. Go up the hill to our storage pits. You know what that is, don't you? Well, maybe not judging by that blank expression. A pit. Just all things in, built in the ground. Go up the hill and you'll find the storage pits. Most of them are empty, but there's one still got some apples in it. Bring them to me, then I can go to the bridge. Well, we've already found the apples, so we can do that. Write in journal, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. Here are 3 apples. What? So you just helped yourself to the storage pits?
I like that he acknowledges that I did it during this conversation before he told me to.
Anyway, the main thing is it's here now. 3 apples? What am I supposed to do with these? These few apples might keep the healer away, but they hardly make a meal.
What am I supposed to do? There weren't any more in the storage pits. Have a look for yourself.
Curses. Singh suspected someone of stealing from the storage pits. He's probably right. Yesterday there was a lot more in them.
A thief?
Sengiz said someone has been skulking around at night. But who would be despicable enough to steal from the community? Unbelievable.
What should I do now?
Oh, 1,000 howling rippers, what a disaster. Let me think. I've got it. The berries nearby. Gera has always collected some. Of course, they don't make a full meal, but they're better than nothing.
First apples, now berries.
And that head of yours is good for more than just filling a helmet. I expect you'll be needing to bring me 5 berries. There'll even be some left over for you.
So I've leveled up. I've already sort of explained about how that works. But there is a few things I didn't mention. So after finding the instructor, blah, 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 we did that. Some talents and even weapons require prowess. Now, prowess is the sum of all your attribute scores, which you can raise also via a trainer. Here are your berries. Anything else, Chef Man?
Oh, at last, food!
Tosses the apples and berries into the pot.
In you go.
Should you shut them up first?
I know what I'm doing. I watch Gero often enough, and I'm sure he did it exactly the same way.
Stirs pot.
Smells good. Should taste good too. And if nobody keels over, then I did it correctly.
Takes the lid and licks some off it.
Ooh. Oh, at least it's hot. Well, that turned out quite well. Causes only a minor stomachache. Want to try some?
Offers you the ladle filled with dark brown liquid that smells like swamp water. Yeah, down the hatch. You've consumed rich food. Many dishes in Drova grant passive effects while you're sated. Be careful though. If you then consume additional food, the satiety effect will be overwritten. It's best to wait until the effect expires before eating again. It's advisable to always be sated in order to enjoy passive health regeneration. Cool.
Well?
Could do with some more clove.
Oh, I don't hear any complaints. As long as you wake up tomorrow morning, the food has served its purpose. Here you go. Thanks for your help.
So cook and brew potions on a campfire. There are other workstations can use, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so we already had a quick look at that before.
It's Gero's recipe. I don't think I've done it right, but it tastes good. If you're near a campfire, you can make this for yourself too. Remember, you can heal yourself quickly using healing ointments, plants, or potions, but a full stomach does wonders for the health. Doesn't work as fast, but it's actually more sustainable in the long run. Some food also invigorates you, depending on what you cook. Garrow's food was always delicious. I don't know how he pulled it off. Hey, do me a favour. You'll be passing the remnants camp. Maybe they won't let you in anyway, but if they do, Garrow and I were good friends, and I'd be glad to hear how he's doing now. Could you check on him? It's gotten quite dangerous here ever since.
Yeah, when I get to the remnant camp, I'll ask around.
Good. Well, it would put my mind at ease if I heard from Garrow again. If you get there, you'll probably find him near some cauldron whipping something up, just like he used to do here. All right then, well, I can't do any more. I'll pack my gear and head for the bridge. You can go and tell Sengiz.
Cool. All right. Anything to ransack from your house? Not really, but I might be able to smash this crate. There we go. So we have quite a lot of stuff in our Agilo's strange stew. So our little bonus here from having this is actually our max health is up by 10%. So that's kind of cool. Let's smash any of this stuff. Some of it. Anything else here? Stuff does get behind the scenery, but the hand will glow red if it's on something you can pick up. Hey, doggy. Go in here? No. Out here. Oh. Drova's inhabitants keep a close eye on their possessions. You can try to steal from them, but then you want to be sure not to get caught. The mouse pointer indicates whether an interaction is an offence. Oh, but as far as I know, there's no sneak button, so I'm not quite sure how that works. I'm going to, but this is fine. This is the tent I was directed towards. I found a letter. I'm no warrior. I'm not cut out for this. The howling every night. What are we supposed to do when the Rippers attack? I'd love to get a good night's sleep. Instead, I toss and turn all night. Garrow mentioned that he and a few others wanted to take off to the remnants camp. Things there are supposed to be better. There are people who can protect us. Oh, I can't leave Larea and Sengiz behind. Sengiz has done so much for us. Garrow wants to meet with me and the others tomorrow. Ah, I heard it. Again. The Ripper's howling just never stops. Hope I can at least get some sleep. Okay, cool. A little world building there. We got the sling. There we go. So to be honest with you, I mean, the sling's okay. But remember, I can only equip 2 weapons. I suppose maybe I'll equip it instead of... Oh, here we go. Use this item to learn the recipe. Ah, okay, cool. Let's do that. How do I use... Oh, there we go, left click. So I'm going to put the crude sling then in the rotation. Oh. Can I have the sling and a shield out? Oh, wait. Oh, no, I can't. That's kind of weird. So I can hold a baton. It's kind of weird how... Because that looks like that should be the offhand, doesn't it? Because that's the hand the shield was in. I don't really get that, but... Anyway, we've got a 2-handed weapon and a ranged options. That seems okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to go and look for the huntress yet. I know where she is. Let's talk to some other people. So that's Sengiz. We're also looking for Agilo. So who's this? Bombus. He looks like Tom Bombadil.
Greetings, fellow being. You have a friendly face. I can see that right away. I am Bombus, traveling trader, beekeeper, healer. My hands carry the light of the sun and my eyes are moistened with dew. Isn't Drova a wonderful place? What I am not, however, is a mind reader, so you'll have to tell me who you are, the very old-fashioned way.
I am Boring Dad.
Ah, then please accept my greetings, Boring Dad. It's always a pleasure to meet new people whom the divinities consider worthy to make this place more beautiful. Actually, I'm supposed to be a nematon, but a rest like this can do wonders. I've even seen a butterfly.
Stares dreamily into space.
Fortunately, my dried healing herbs keep for a long time. At some point, they will have the bridge repaired. As long as my hand doesn't have to wield a hammer, I'm good.
You want to go to Nematon?
Well, traditionally, my route ends here. I know every corner in Drova, the beautiful parts and the dangerous ones, and now my route is perfect. For the last 5 summers, I've been able to travel throughout the entire land without any bad encounters. Good for business, but also good for my health. Ha ha ha. My bees, they give me honey, makes me feel so lucky. I love my bees, my bees.
What are you doing here?
I'm at one with myself.
Closes eyes and takes a deep breath.
Was there anything else? Oh, that's not what you meant. I'm waiting here until the bridge is repaired. Under no circumstances do I intend to deviate from my tried and true route just to run smack into some creepy crawlies or their claws. I prefer listening to my instinct and meeting new people like you.
Well, you people who don't want to hand me a shovel or anything horrible like that. You're a beekeeper too? The bee's best friend in all of Drova. My beehives are scattered all over the place. On each route I take care of the busy buzzers and harvest their honey. What does the future hold for the woodcutters' camp? Well, I've known them for a long time, and I'm worried about them. Their ranks are steadily dwindling. They're good people, all of them, but their trust is diminishing. Cengiz has so much on his plate, and now he's got to worry about Larea too. She should have been back a long while ago. I miss her too. She's one with the floodplain forest, but in a very different way than I am. She merges with the wilderness like she doesn't need anyone. Oh, I wish I could do that too. Well, I know where she is, so I'm not going to worry about that, but show me your goods. Okay, so this looks quite similar to the Baldur's Gate 3 trading system, doesn't it? So we can barter, we can pay with coins. Right, have I got junk? Okay, I've got the net stinger is a common item, as is the wing, so we'll sell that. I'm going to sell the 2 branches that I've got. Oh, accept. I'll keep the shield for now. I've got the baton as well still. What's this? Oh, crafting material. We'll keep that. Yeah, I'll keep all the crafting stuff, I think, until I know what I need and what I don't. That is crafting as well. So yeah, that's probably it for now. But how much? That's worth 13 gold. So if I do that, he balances it with 13 gold. He's also got honey, movement speed increase. Honey need. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get into any of this stuff right now because it's quite expensive. But yeah, we'll get rid of some of the junk I've been carrying around. There we go. Cool. Right. I've got to go. That's Cengiz. So the oh, they're having a little chat. I won't read all that stuff out though. So oh look, this is probably where the other guy is, Agilo. That's probably him there, isn't it? I just wonder if there's anything for me to kind of pick up in this. Oh yeah, in this area. All right, there might be some stuff to pick up around here. There's only some berries anyway. But we should probably go and speak to Agilo, or Agilo. I'm going to say Agilo. Name looks a bit like Agile. Can I take the saw? No? Take this stuff. Oh, there's a little workbench here. It's kind of cool. Recipe for a throwing knife. I think as soon as we get any recipes and stuff, we'll just be using it and adding it to our list of stuff. Got a log here. Let's have a little look at the craft bench then, and see what we can work on. So we've got processing we could do. We could make actual leather out of the scraps that I've got. That's probably a good idea. There we go. I could make throwing knives. It does feel quite intensive in terms of ingredients though, versus just finding stones for the sling. Kind of the same. I mean, with the problem with the stone arrows, of course, is that I don't have a bow yet. So I'll leave the rest of it for now. There's something called a bloomery, which sounds a bit more like a blacksmith forge type setup, but that's kind of cool. I'll take this though. Okay. Angelo, I assume. Oh, it's Jelena. Ah, new here? I thought everyone was leaving this place. Nice to see that someone's choosing to come here for a change. I'm Jelena. If you need anything, there's all sorts of things lying around. You can help yourself. It's nothing of value, but you can make something with it at the workbench. Gendrick? Oh, was Angelo the one I already spoke to? Cengiz sent me. Where can I find Gendrick? Gendrick? Oh, he's fetching wood somewhere in the north. Finding him shouldn't be hard. I've got to go. I'll do that now. Grab some wood when I see it. Ooh. Baton. Just kind of moving from left to right, just see if I can find stuff to grab. Earthroot. There was a ratty over there. So we can have a look at the ranged combat then. So I've got this sling. I can load it by pressing the right button and then hold down the right button to kind of aim it and then fire it like that. There we go. So I took some health damage, but we've got the passive heal. So I probably should get used to doing the dodge. I mean, I need to get used to using the dodge if I'm going to go two-handed, but kind of just forget. Which probably means death at some point. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, is he the guy I'm looking for? Wow, I need to help him, don't I? Oh, I got stuck in a spell trap, I think. Have some of that. You got to be Gendrick, right? Oh, what kind of creatures were those?
Accursed Spriggers. Lately they've been getting stronger and stronger. I need a moment. I hope they didn't give you too much trouble. I was cutting down a tree and chopping it up when those beasts caught me by surprise. Lorelei is actually the one who prunes the buds. But if you neglect that, which Lorelei apparently did...
Oh, he's going to be Scottish there.
Then the Spriggers will run around and start hacking away. And the Spriggers will get even bigger. Fortunately, I haven't yet come across a fully grown specimen. Could get a bit sticky. As I always say, if you uproot the Spriggers in the morning, you'll get home safely in the evening.
Who are you, anyway?
My name is Gendrick. I'm a woodcutter. Like most of the others, well, those that are still here. At any rate, I've got more peace and quiet at work. I can devote myself entirely to the tree I'm felling, and listen to the birds between the strokes.
Cengiz wants you to work on the bridge.
And how exactly are you supposed to repair a bridge without any wood, huh? I got to bring some there first. Otherwise nobody's gonna have anything to show for it. And who's gonna chop the wood? All by himself?
Well, in fact, there's someone else at the logging site who can help.
Oh, you mean Jelena? No offense, but I'm twice as fast as she is. She's not much help.
Touches his shoulder.
I got to return to the logging site. All I really wanted to do was collect some fresh wood, and well, you know the rest. Grab 5 logs and bring them to the logging site south of here.
Yeah, can do that. I'm going to search these guys too as well. Gnarled roots and sap. Okay, well, there's a log. I've already got quite a few logs, so... I mean, I'll grab the ones that are just lying around here, I guess. So I don't lose all the ones I've already gathered. I'll have a quick look at the map. So I guess I could head north and sort of check out the rest of this island before moving on. Oh, no, this ties in with the Huntress stuff. So I'll leave that for next time, I think. So let's just get Gendrick off to help with the bridge. See what goes on with that. Oh, got some ammo. Yeah, it took me a little while to figure out how to use the sling because that initial right click to load something, it wasn't immediately obvious. So I was just kind of flailing around at things. That's Gendrick, isn't it? So here you go.
Do you have the wood?
I've got it with me.
Ah, that looks good. Now comes the real work. Let's get started. Here, take the log splitter. Come along. The log on the left is yours, the one on the right is mine. Pick up the axe and use the log. Let's get started.
I'm going to grab that while I'm here as well. Need a log splitter. Did he mean this? Pick up your log splitter. Where is it? What do you mean, Gendrick? Did I grab it already? This? Pick up your log splitter. She's got one. I have your log splitter. He kind of indicated it was right there, didn't he? Is there something I'm missing? Grab the axe and use the log next to mine. What axe? like something's gone wrong. I'm going to pause while I'm trying to find this thing, I think. Hang on. Okay, I'm being dumb. Basically, he stuck it in my inventory. I've got to just equip it. So even though I had an axe equipped, it wasn't the right axe, so that's fine. There we go.
Good, you're ready. The only good log is a split log, as the old woodcutter's proverb says. So watch out. Hold your hands a little apart and strike at a steep angle. Take a strong swing and let the log have it. Now.
Chop wood.
One hand low on the handle, the other high. That gives you the control and strength simultaneously. Oh yes, I remember when I learned all this. Time is a raging river, they say. Isn't chopping wood a blast? Ha, the way the axe smashes into it and sends the wood chips flying, it always helps me to find inner balance. Well, I shouldn't overdo it. My back can't take it anymore. But as long as I can hold an axe, I'll show this forest who's boss. Well, I really enjoy doing this, you can tell, but it's not for everyone. I just hope nobody else leaves.
Who are these people, the ones who've left?
A total of 3 people have taken off. Finlay was first. No loss there, he's a lazy bum anyway. Shortly after, Cassia left too. She was actually really diligent, you could rely on her. Too bad. And then there's Gero. Not exactly the sharpest axe in the shed, but the food he used to make was delicious. I'll probably never eat that well again. Angelo hasn't left, but now he's gonna cook. He used to chop wood with me. Wood isn't gonna chop itself, I always say. Chop wood. Pulled my back a little. Drova's no fountain of youth, but who knows? When Drova becomes the land of legends, everything will be better. In any case, I wouldn't be turning my back and bailing on the woodcutters or on the Nemeton.
Why didn't they go to Nemeton?
The Nemeton? Well, they don't just accept anyone. Actually, they would have to if they didn't want to go under, but, well, they're just being suspicious of everyone.
Lifts the axe high above his head and inhales. Chop wood. Why did they leave?
They lost all hope. They'd rather be Hughes in the remnants camp. They've heard people rack up a lot of debt while working there, and then they won't let you leave. Next round, let's see who's boss now, you damned hunk of wood. I enjoy reminiscing about the time before I became a woodcutter. Back then, I was an arena fighter. The cheering, oh, when I marched in. The cheering when I vanquished my opponent. I do miss all that.
Did you use an axe there too?
No, that would be too easy. You know, I fought with my fists. Weapons? In the arena, only cowards had those back then, and not for long. First, I took away their weapons, and then I beat them to a pulp. Once I got my opponents in a headlock, they were thrilled to give up. Sometimes, I'd like to feel that again, but, well, I guess those days are over.
Why don't you fight anymore?
At some point, your body can no longer take it. Eventually, you start losing, and then you've got to stop. That's just the way it is.
I used to look pretty strong.
Yeah, thanks. Chopping helps me stay in shape, but, well, there was something else. Her name was Sorcha. If it wasn't in the arena, I was in her bed, and I convinced myself that it could be something more. Yes, I was ridiculously stupid, blind. I wanted to quit the arena, and she didn't come to my last battle, not even after that. And then I found her, in the arms of that goddamn Gra, another fighter. Very tough guy.
What did you do then?
What do you think? I tried to strangle Gra. That was, well, perhaps it was a little rash. He messed me up with his axe Snaga, and then he and Sorcha were gone. After that, I was done with the arena and the remnants. I wandered aimlessly through Drova and then got chased by rippers. Finally, I ended up here. Sengiz gave me a chance. Now I'm one of the woodcutters here. It doesn't compare to a glorious battle in the arena, but still, after a long day's work, I know what I've done. Let's leave the past dead and buried. There is still a great deal to do. Yeah, this thing's starting to get blunt.
Takes a whetstone and runs it along the blade. Continues sharpening.
Yeah, but enough about me. What are you doing here?
I'm on my way to Nemeton.
Do you have to? They don't just take anyone. Have fun trying to convince them that they need you. Even a fighter like me gets ignored and overlooked. Yeah, there. Now I'll be able to cut through wood like a hot knife through butter again. Haha. We'll be done soon. Good that you still aren't out of breath.
Where can I get better equipment?
Yeah, Sengiz can give you some decent clothes if you make yourself useful. Anything is better than those rags you're wearing. But for really good equipment and weapons, you're in the wrong place. Somewhere near our camp you'll find Blan and Karima. They're always arguing about what the best weapon is. Maybe they can help you out.
Chop wood.
If there's anything else you want to know, just say the word.
Is that enough wood?
Oh, do you think that's enough? Could be. Chopping wood with you is now going so smoothly that I hardly have any backaches.
I think we've chopped enough wood.
And if my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a cart, right? Believing isn't knowing. Well, thanks for your help.
I've got what, +1 strength there.
I owe you one. Chopping wood helps keep you in shape. You already look stronger. But if you want to fight, you've also got to be quick. In the arena, everyone thought I was only good at clobbering.
Learned dash.
Seize the moment when no one sees you coming and charge ahead. This way, you reduce the distance between yourself and your opponent, or you gain more distance between them and yourself. This can save your bacon. Just let me know if you want to learn more tricks from an old warrior. I can show you how to get stronger. I'm off to repair the bridge. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Haha.
Alright, what about teach me something?
What would you like to learn?
So I have 4 learning points. Attribute cap is 30, so... Shall I bring those up to, yeah, a bit more physical damage, a bit more crit? I go, yeah, we'll learn those. Nice.
You've already become more dexterous, just keep at it.
Nice. Alright, I'm going to leave now.
See you around.
So we're going to go back to Sengiz. He's going to give us some better clothing, so that'll be good. I'm just going to grab some of these sling stones on the way. He just generally wanders around, I think. There he is.
Hey, what's up?
Gendrick and Angelo are both working on the bridge.
Excellent, let's hope they're not all thumbs about it. The bridge must be repaired as soon as possible. Well done. I promised you some work clothes, so you shall have them. Yeah, they may smell a bit musty, but that's hardly a step back for you, eh?
Oh, level 3, nice.
It's now just a matter of time before the bridge is repaired. Too much time, unfortunately. We have more people, it'll be finished much faster, but we dunno.
Can I do anything else?
Yeah, first the bridge needs to be repaired, that's the most important thing. After that, we'll see. You're welcome to keep using the tent. At the moment, nobody else needs it. Get some rest there. And if you go to the remnants camp, stick to the pathways. The monsters are pretty aggressive. And that's not going to change anytime soon, I'm afraid.
Let's talk to him again. Angelo thinks someone was stealing from the storage pits.
I saw someone sneaking up there in the evening, but I never got there fast enough to identify them. Everyone in the camp was present, so it was someone else. I wish I could lay my hands on that dirty thief. Maybe you'll be able to. You'll get a few coins for it.
I'll take care of it.
Well then, do with him whatever you want. The main thing is that nobody else disappears from here. You'll probably find them only at night. They haven't been around during the day so far.
That'll do for now. Okay, so let's check out the armor they gave me. So I'm wearing this common rags, better than nothing. And this is work clothes, +5 armor. We'll do that. And presumably our little character model looks a bit different now. That's kind of cool. And I think that's probably a good place to leave it for now. When we come back, there's still a few people around camp we haven't spoken to, but we're going to go and find Larea. And there's some quite cool stuff to do around there, actually. But next time. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this first look at Drova, Forsaken Kin. If you have, if you could hit that thumbs up button, that'd be amazing. Otherwise, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the game so far. I can say that even on my limited playtime so far, this seems like a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah. So there'll be a link to the store page as well in the description, so check it out if you like the look. And if you're watching this and haven't yet subscribed to the channel, would be amazing if you could. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.